Hello, this is Chris, and I am back with a brand new reaction video. Today, I'm going to be giving my reaction to The Incredibles 2 official teaser trailer. This trailer went up a couple of days ago now, and it's a very short one. It's under a minute. It's like 52 seconds long. But, you know, it was picking up a lot of traction on the internet. A lot of people were talking about it, and let's be honest, as Pixar goes, this is the sequel we've been waiting for since the first one came out. Like, the first one came out, what was it, like 2004? So it's been a long time overdue with this one. We've had sequels to Toy Story, we've had Finding Dory, we've had a prequel with Monsters University, and even the Cars movie have got two sequels before Incredibles, which still absolutely astounds me. A little bit of history on what I think of the first Incredibles film. So when it originally came out in 2004, I would have been 11 years old at that time, so you guys can do the math on that one. And it felt, even back then as a kid, it felt very different to the Pixar films we'd had before that. So we'd had Toy Story 1, we'd had Bug's Life, Toy Story 2, Monsters Inc., Finding Nemo, and then I believe that this is the one that followed it, or it might have followed Cars. I'm unsure on that one. I think Cars actually followed this one. But it felt very different. The writing of it felt different, the style of it felt different, and I don't know if it was the fact that it was just superheroes or the entire cast was people, and maybe that's what kind of made it feel a little bit different. You had more of a realistic dynamic with like the cast of characters, like the family aspect of it, and essentially like dealing with elements of like retirement and everything like that and settling down. So it felt very different, and it's a Pixar film that I didn't really care for at the start. I never really watched it all that much, but every time it comes on the TV or something, it comes on a lot of times around Christmas actually for us in the UK. I'll always check it out, and it's got better as the years have gone on, to the point where now I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm going to talk much more about Incredibles after it. I'm really anxious to get to this trailer though, to see what's new in this one. So we're going to watch the teaser trailer together now, and then I'm going to talk a lot more about Incredibles and where I think the sequel's going to go. So I'm going to click play now. Oh, I can't wait for that new soundtrack as well. So let's be honest at this point, Jack's essentially like fucking Superman, isn't he? Oh, I like it.
You have power! Yeah, baby!
So did like Mr. Incredible there just do like a He-Man thing, like I have the power? Like, okay, that was pretty cool. Yeah, so I need to talk about the sequel and when it's set, more importantly. So spoiler alert for the first Incredibles movie. The movie ends where the family come out of Jack's, I think he's at a race or something like that. I think he's competing for his school. He comes out of that, and then a new villain shows up called the Underminer, and it's like, oh, okay, the family's got to carry on being superheroes. They can't just be a regular family. They've got to keep up the superhero mantle. Then we've had so many years since the first Incredibles movie that I thought the characters would like naturally age up with how long time's passed for us since the first movie. But then they came out with a plot that it's pretty much going to pick up directly where the first movie left off with the Underminer, and I'm not sure I really like that. This is a film where, although I'm sure the sequel still can be great, I mean, it's still directed and written by Brad Bird, and he's a great director. Tomorrowland wasn't that great, but in terms of his animated stuff, I really like it, and I know that, well, he knows these characters, he's written for these characters before, he's directed these characters, so I know it's in safe hands. But I kind of wish that we had a flash forward, like where would this family be in however many years it's been? I think that would have been an infinitely more interesting storyline than picking up right where we left off. We're going to have exactly the same characters in pretty much exactly the same mental state as they were in the first movie. If we'd have flashed forward like, what, 13 years? Even if the film had like cut it back to 10, that's so interesting. Like, where would Dash have been in 10 years? Like, he's at school now, so he'd be like in his late teenage years, right? Or in his 20s. Same with Violet. Jack would be 10 years old. He'd be at school and dealing with all this power. And what about Helen and Bob? Like, what would they be doing now in 10 years' time? Because they were kind of at that middle-aged route, sort of like middle-age crisis type thing. Add another 10 years onto that. Would they be retiring? Would they be looking to their children to continue the mantle, or would they want their children to stop? I just think that those storylines would have been way more interesting than just picking up immediately where the first one left off. That being said, I am looking forward to the Underminer, although I thought he was just sort of like a comedy character. Whether the Underminer is only going to be the villain for like the first part of the movie and they're going to beat him in like the opening montage and then we're going to have a new villain, I don't know. But I am looking forward to seeing characters like Edna Mode and Frozone again. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't. So yeah, I'm still looking forward to Incredibles 2. This was just a fun little teaser trailer. I'm sure we're going to get a much more involved trailer in a few months' time. I think this is still quite a while off yet, so we've got plenty of time to wait. But this was a fun little statement to say Incredibles is coming back, and I'm looking forward to it. So that'll do it for my reaction to Incredibles 2 official teaser trailer. Be sure to comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought of this trailer. Are you looking forward to this film? Would you have liked to have seen the film set so many years in the future, or are you happy where it's going? Anything Incredibles or Pixar or even Disney related, please do drop me a comment down below. This is actually going to be the first in a two-parter of Pixar reaction videos I'm doing. So the final trailer came out for Coco a couple of weeks ago, so I'm a little late to the party on that one, but that's the next reaction video I'm going to be doing. I'm really looking forward to Coco. I've actually had some great comments on my previous reaction video for Coco, and I'm going to be reading some of those comments out in my next reaction video. So that'll do it for me today, and until the next video, I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.